Y'all, my video did not save. I was trying to save my video from the reading this morning, and Instagram crashed, and my video is gone. So, I'm going to do my best to summarize the reading in a short amount of time. It was a good reading. And again, I think it was definitely, not think, I know, it was meant for whoever was there. So we had discretion that came out. I talked about an equal exchange of information, an equal exchange of energy, resources in your relationships with people, friendships, family, any personal relationships, understanding who people are in your life, and using discretion to make sure, again, there's an equal exchange of give and take, not just money, but resources in general, advice, energy, all of that. And then assuredness. Well, that was last. We had foolishness come out, and then assuredness. Okay. So some of you are holding back on making changes in your life because you're afraid of what people may say or think about you, certain people specifically in your life. And you felt like you had some clarity, but you got into a certain type of relationship with someone, and then it may have clouded your judgment or clouded, what you thought about yourself and your ideas. So we're going to get more into that. And then we had what you want wants you, what is already with you. And then we had relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. All right, so this is about trusting your power, trusting who to hold space for, being on the cause of life and not the effect, not allowing yourself to be reactive to things, but more so proactive, and understanding that you are the one who manifests your life. You're the one who creates and makes these choices for your life. So it's not about, oh my gosh, this happened to me. It's like, no, it happened for me. It happened through me. And let me look at why I chose this for myself. So this puts you out of this victim mentality and allows you to really understand why you're making these choices for yourself. And again, 9 times out of 10, it's usually because of childhood trauma that we're living out as adults. So you really want to look at what's causing you to continue to choose the same things over and over again when you do want to change the pattern. All right, so then we had the tarot come out, 5 of coins at the heart of the matter. So this is about being left out in the cold, feeling like you have no resources. Before this reading, it came out about you allowing yourself to be out in the cold because you're not asking for help when you know you should. You're trying to act like, you're tough, you got it all together, when in actuality, you really need help. All right, so I read it in past, present, future. Let me take out my other cards too. Past, present, future, and then past, present, future. Okay, so we're going to read it all around. So we had the Palace of Swords come out. This is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And Palace of Swords is about enjoying authenticity, enjoying being open and honest, open communication, clear thinking. And I feel like whoever this is for, you were in this space. You felt like you were really in a good space. You were thinking clearly, thinking for yourself. And you just had a good handle on your thoughts. And then something came in, this devil energy, something or someone came in and basically just threw salt all over your ideas, all over your clarity, and you started feeling like the fool here, like, well, maybe I don't know what I need to know. Maybe this is not a good idea for me to try this. And so you allowed yourself to be caged in. This is, again, Capricorn energy. So someone came in and just directed you to get your ass in this cage, and you were like, okay, well, maybe I'm not as confident as I thought I was. Maybe this just isn't such a good idea. Okay. But it had to come in for you to make this change, for you to see things clearly, because it's inevitable that you're going to make some changes. And this devil energy came to kind of push you into making this change. So this is Jupiter energy. Also, again, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So it's letting you know that, hey, there is abundance waiting for you. You got to trust it. You got to bring yourself out this cage. Because if we look at this devil energy, the cage is open. The door to the cage is wide open. So not only is it that, you know, someone kind of coerced you in there, but you're allowing yourself to stay in there even though the door is open. The door is open for you to get to this Wheel of Fortune, get to this change. Okay. Then in the present position, we have Judgment. So this was past energy. We have Judgment. So this is about karma. This is Pluto energy, transformation, also about Scorpionic energy. We've been dealing with a lot of death in 2020 in many different ways on the mainstream stage and then in our personal lives. And this is about what goes around comes around, making things right, balancing out karma. So I feel like some of you are in the process of doing this. Maybe you have done it because, again, energy is fluid. You have done it, but you're in the process of balancing out energy. So even in balancing out the energy, being left in the cold, you might feel like you deserve to be left out in the cold. Okay. Or at this time, your karma is about being left out in the cold. Maybe you left somebody else out in the cold. I don't know. But it's kind of like you're punishing yourself in a sense. You're punishing yourself, which is holding you back from getting to this Ace of Wands, this desire. All right. But it's going to come a time when you're going to find this desire. And I believe it's coming up in your future with this Two of Cups energy, Cancerian energy, Venus energy. Could be a romantic love relationship, but just a partnership, or even with yourself, integrating your masculine and feminine energies to come together. So I feel like this passion is moving you into healthier relationships. Now, the thing is, with these these relationships that are coming into your life, they're still here to teach you more about self-work, right? Self-worth, work, soul work. But the thing is that you still don't fully trust these relationships, maybe because of what happened in the past with this devil energy that came in and you feeling like you don't have the help and support that you need. But you don't fully trust, and you place fears in places where there really may not be any fears. See, if we look at this picture, she's afraid of this, and it looks like a branch, not necessarily a creepy hand, but her perception of it is that it's a creepy hand. Somebody is out to get her. So we are creating these fears and not speaking up. Not even speaking up about these fears, which is also important. When we're not vocalizing them, that's the dog snoring. We're not vocalizing them. That can be an issue too. And so in the future energy, you're not speaking up about these fears. And you're not fully enjoying all that you've worked for. You're really holding on tightly to this that you've worked hard for. And which is good. You know, you want to appreciate and honor what you have worked hard for. You want to protect it. And that's what she's doing here. She's protecting what she's worked hard for, but she also understands the surrender. So we have two doves here, which is balance. Doves represent life, power, transition, transformation. But you see, one is flying above her. She has surrendered it and it's still sticking around. So we have to trust that what's meant for us is meant for us. But when we need to let go, we let go. All right, the overall energy was the King of Coins. And then we had the Ace of Swords also come out. So about truth and foundations, okay? So I'm going to read past, present, future now. So in this position, it is more about a romantic relationship. I feel that someone was definitely in a place of clarity with this Palace of Swords. Clarity, open and honest about who they were, how they felt, okay? And then something came in and just transform the relationship with this Judgment card. It's like maybe even this person, I feel like something in the past, maybe you felt like this relationship was part of your purpose. Maybe you felt like it was a soulmate connection, and it very well could have been, because soulmates come into our lives to teach us lessons. So even in relationships, it's still about working on self in the relationship. So relationships are necessary. Friendships, all those are necessary to teach us more about self. Okay. And I feel like that's what came in. That's what happened. Even though you were in this place of clarity, it was like, okay, it's time for you to go through a transformation, a deep karmic transformation with this soulmate. However, in the current position, we have the devil energy, the 5 of coins, and the 9 of swords. So I feel like someone felt like it became a point where you were in this relationship and you felt like you were still single. And I've been there. Like I was telling during the live, I've been there feeling like I don't have the support. I don't have the help. This person they aren't around consistently. They don't help consistently. It's always up in the air of what's, if something is convenient for them. They're never around to attend events with me or support me in ways that I need, or never there when I needed them most, for the big things in life, right? And this person kind of brought in this devil energy and you felt like you were caged. Again, in a relationship, but still single. And they made you feel like you probably still needed them, which is, again, why you left yourself caged here, like you needed them. So you felt like you were left out in the cold. Felt like you were left out in the cold. You didn't trust anyone. This is about not trusting. You didn't trust what the person was saying, for good reason. I feel like you were always watching your back, trying to figure out what's up next with this person. What am I going to find out next? What's going to pop up next for us to deal with? It was just always something coming up. All right. But then the future energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Good stuff. So there's a huge change to come about for you, where you're going to find some more passion, likely in a different relationship. Don't say jump too quick, but again, timing is relative. So flow with how it comes. But there's going to be some passion that comes back into your life, or passion about just about life in general. Maybe a project you wanted to work on, because we do have Virgo energy here, which is about work. All right. So passion, we have Mars and Aries right now, which is its home. So again, getting started, getting your mojo back. That's why I say get your mojo back during this time. So use this Mars and Aries energy, this fire energy, to do what needs to be done, because this is a time to enjoy what you've worked hard for. Enjoy what you worked hard for. Hold on to that which is yours, and then let that other one go. Surrender. So this relationship is likely time that has ran its course. It's time for something new to come in, because what we're looking for, again, is clarity and management of our foundation. So in the home, getting your home in order with your children, your significant other, your family, friends. This is all about getting home in order, getting in your on your purpose. All right. Then we had the Beaver come out, which is, again, about work. But we understand that beavers, they are very diligent. They're very consistent, and they can work alone, but they're better together, right? And so you want to understand when it's time for you to ask for help, when it's time for you to reach out for these resources that you need, and you can stop playing the victim of woe is me, I'm being left out in the cold. All right, then we had our overall energy from the universe here. I am the loving energy of the universe. So again, stop being this safe haven for people who are not going to honor and support it, who are not going to appreciate what you have to offer. We get into these situations with people when they're actually supposed to be clients and not intimate relationships. So intimate can mean friends, it can mean family, doesn't have to mean romantic. Just means close personal relationships. But we get with these people and we give them our all, or we give them the most, and they don't reciprocate, and then we get bitter and resentful, when in actuality you have placed yourself there. You've placed yourself there and you've kept yourself there when you didn't have to. All right, so we got some major arcana here, right? We have 3 major arcana cards here. So this is inevitable. This Wheel of Fortune is coming in, again, to help balance out this karma, reward those who need to be rewarded, and bring the necessary changes in your life. Okay, so it's about starting a new cycle. You're starting a new cycle. Starting a new cycle. We got these aces here on the board. Starting a new cycle of truth, passion, authenticity, clarity. Okay? Because it's time to get the foundations in order. Time to get the foundations in order. All right, so that was a summary, a wrap up of the reading. I did it in less than 15 minutes. So yeah, thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click, share, and like and comment if this resonates with you or someone you may know. Peace and blessings.